What is up, guys? Martin here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys my Blackbeard guide. And first, we're going to start out with the loadout. Blackbeard has two primary weapons. One is the MK17, and the other one is the SR25. I recommend going with the MK17, even though the SR25 is still a pretty good weapon. With the MK17, you should probably use the ACOG, the compensator, and the vertical grip. But you could always change out the ACOG for a holographic sight if you want. And with the SR25, you pretty much always have to go with the ACOG sight because we're trying to scope in on those headshots, and you're going to want to use the muzzle brake, and you're going to want to use the vertical grip also with no laser sight. Your secondary weapon is going to be the Deagle or the Desert Eagle. It has really high damage for a pistol, and so that means it's going to be really good at close to medium range, and it's probably my favorite pistol in the game. Onto gadgets, we have the breaching charge and the stun grenade. This should really be made mid-game. This choice should be made mid-game, and just choose whatever your team feels is better. And to finish out his loadout, Blackbeard is 2 armor and 2 speed. And you guys are probably wondering why I'm wearing this white helmet, and it's mostly because in daytime, if defenders look outside, it's really bright, and if you have a white helmet on, you'll be harder to see. So that's why I use Blackbeard's white helmet. And yeah. Recently, like about 2 or 3 months ago, Blackbeard got a really big nerf. At the beginning of the game, he had 800 HP on his shield, which was way too overpowered, and so he got nerfed to where he got 2 shields, and he had 120 HP on both. And I thought that was good enough nerf. I mean, people were still using him a lot, but he wasn't nearly as good as he was at the beginning of the game. And then about 1 to 2 months ago, he got an even bigger nerf, which he still had 2 shields, but they were both down to only 60 HP, and now he's not really used too much anymore. But there is a new mid-season reinforcements coming out Monday, March 14th, and I think he's probably going to get buffed there, maybe back to his 120 for his shield. And I think that would be right back putting him where people will start playing him a lot again. And yeah. Also, if you're gonna use the MK17, you're gonna have to use the Deagle a lot, because if you're in a gunfight and you kind of miss a lot of your shots, because the MK17 only has 21 bullets in a mag. If you're gonna have to reload, you're probably gonna switch to your Deagle. And yeah, so the Deagle is actually a really good weapon, though. Yeah, but you're gonna have to use it a lot if you're gonna miss a lot of your shots. But yeah, and one good tactic I use with Blackbeard is you can actually hang upside down outside of a window, and the enemies don't really expect you to be there. And of course, even if they do see you there, you will take a couple bullets to the head, or not the head, but the shield will block it from the head, like 2 bullets. And as most of you guys know, 1 bullet to the head will kill you, but with Blackbeard you could probably take 2 bullets to the shield before it breaks, so you actually have a really high 1v1, you're really good at 1v1, so what I'm trying to say. And so if you get into a 1v1 fight with no crossfire, you're probably gonna win if you have better accuracy, because Blackbeard can take a couple shots to the shield before it breaks. But I still think he's gonna get a buff in this next patch. And yeah, also, if you're gonna have to use the SR25, I do recommend you do use the muzzle brake, and you're probably gonna want to stay far away. You're not really gonna want to go close range, because its fire rate is really slow, and the recoil is pretty high. That's why I have you use the muzzle brake and the vertical grip. Both help with recoil. And as you see right here, smoke is going to come right through here, and he's going to completely break my shield, which is why I think it needs a buff. But then again, it's still a really good gadget, because I did take no damage at all, and I could just put another one on. So it's still a really good gadget in the game. But I still don't think it's good enough, and I do think it's going to get a buff soon. So if you're going to decide to use Blackbeard, you probably want to try to get into a lot of 1v1 fights, and you will probably win a lot of those too. And yeah, that's pretty much my Blackbeard guide, and I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in another one.